Good evening, softball fans. Just a quick audio test here. Just a quick audio test so we get set for some non-conference softball action. And here from Athletic Park in Wausau, it's 7 o'clock first pitch. It'll be Mosinee and DC Everest going head-to-head right here on Zaleski Sports. And just a brief audio test on this windy night right now on Zaleski Sports. And a very good evening, softball fans. We send a hearty welcome here to Athletic Park here in Wausau for some non-conference softball here on this windy, somewhat chilly May the 4th. Be with you. My name is Mike Wendland. Glad to be with you guys here for this one as DC Everest and Mosinee go head to head. Our teams meeting at home plate at this current moment. Look at how these two teams got to this point. DC Everest comes in 9-7 overall, 3-3 in the Valley. They currently sit in third place in Wisconsin Valley, trailing Marshfield and Spash. Mosinee 12-2 overall. They're 5-1, second in the Great Northern, trailing just the undefeated Medford Raiders, who got the best of Mosinee last week, a 4-3 walk-off win. Mosinee did hit 3 solo homers in that game. Those are their only 3 hits against Robbie for Medford, but other than that, they have been a dominant force all season long. DC Everest, a little bit of a retool. They have a lot of great young talent coming up that are getting their first extensive playing time this season. They're replacing a lot of talented players from the team that made it to the state semifinals last year, but still a team that is going to be afraid of nobody and will put fear into just about everybody. They split their 2 games on Friday. They fell by 1 to Neenah, but they took down Pulaski comfortably. And Mosinee, their last game was that game against Medford. You see the teams at home plate to the right side of your screen. Again, Mosinee in their black uniforms, the purple pinstripes, numbers, and letters. DC Everest in their green jerseys, white shoulders, and gold stripes, white pants, pink socks. Here from Athletic Park. Wind blowing straight in from dead center. It's going to be tough to get one out of here tonight with how gusty this wind has been. Ever since I got here a little over an hour ago, it has been gusting and strong. It's been all I could just to keep my scorebook upright, keep everything in place. So that being said, as things wind down, we'll take a look at our, looks like we'll turn maybe things over to, or it's going to be a little loud with the wind. We'll take a look at our starting lineups for this one. We'll start with DC Everest and Coach Schoenfer. It'll be the leadoff hitter will be the catcher number 5, Aubrey Klott. Hitting in the 2 spot will be the center fielder number 4, Allison Blarick. Batting third at third base number 14, Mara Meverden. At first base, hitting cleanup number 18, Piper Schultz. Madeline Hoppy at second base, where's number 27, hitting 5th. Batting 6th, the shortstop, number 13, Kylan Wright. Batting 7th and doing the pitching, number 9, Ava Hahn. Batting 8th is your designated player, number 3, Allison Pollock, in the position of the left fielder and flex player, number 7, Maddie Kittle. And hitting 9th in right field, number 12, Elsa Shimolevsky. Getting Klott, Blarick, Meverden, Scholes, Hoppy in right, Hahn, Pollock, and Shimolevsky, the batting order. The flex player in left is Kittle. So again, Ava Hahn will get the start for the Evergreens. The other side for Mosinee, they'll line up as follows. The leading off will be the shortstop, number 35, Taylon Jerschley. Batting second at second base, number 22, Peyton Jerschley. Hitting third in center, number 34, Addie Henrik. The cleanup spot in right field, number 23, Megan Troy. Batting 5th at third base, number 1, Emily Verhasselt. Hitting 6th and doing the catching, number 14, Briley Kaiser. Hitting 7th at first base, number 5, Payson Stoffel. Batting 8th and doing the pitching tonight, number 13, Allison Tim. And hitting 9th in left field, number 11, Hannah Bars. Again, it is Jerschley, and Henrik, Troy, Verhasselt, and Kaiser, Stoffel, Tim, and Bars for Mosinee tonight on this gusty, windy Monday night, which hopefully when the sun goes down, so will the wind. And Mosinee, a big-time power-hitting team, around over 30 home runs as a squad this year.
And now the starting lineup for your Mosinee.
As they announce now the lineup for Mosinee. Mosinee, the home team in this one. Last time we saw them on our screens, they handled Shawano pretty comfortably. Put up a 13-run first in that one. Last time we saw the Evergreens was their 9-4 win on the 24th over Eau Claire North. Also 8-7 winners in Wisconsin Rapids.
Number 23, Megan Troy.
I'm glad to have you joining us wherever you may be.
Batting fifth and playing third base, number 1, Emily Verhassel.
As they announce the Mosinee lineup with a pretty heady gust of wind.
Riley Kaiser.
Han and Tim, your pitching matchup.
Batting seventh and playing first base, number 5, Payson Stoffel.
So, we compared to Mosinee lineup, no Bussy, no Simonis.
Batting eighth and pitching, number 13, Allison Tim.
As it'll be Tim getting the start, the freshman,
Batting ninth and playing left field,
left-hander.
number 11, Hannah Bard. Head coach for Mosinee is Cody Britsky. Tonight's umpires, behind the plate, Tom Hack. On the bases, Justin Peters.
Justin Peters on the base pass. Tom Hass will be calling balls and strikes.
At this time, we have
Turn things over to our public address.
for the playing of our national anthem.
The anthem done right when a massive gust of wind hits. As first pitch is moments away here from Wausau here at Athletic Park. Again, Mike Welling, glad to be with you guys tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Again, Mosinee the home team in this one, DC Everest the visitor. As Tim will get her warm-ups in the left-hander, the defense behind her will be Bars, Henrik, and Troy from left to right. Verhassel is at the hot corner at third. It'll be two Jerschleys up the middle, Talon at short, Peyton at second. Stoffel is over at first. Kaiser doing the catching for left-hander Allison Tim. Clot, Blerick, Meverden.
Attention fans, please watch for any game balls, bats, other game objects that may enter the team area, and please return any foul balls to the nearest dugout.
For the Evergreens. Get about 61 degrees, wind blowing in straight from dead center. It says 11, but it feels more. Gusts as high as 30. As you can hear it through my microphone, I'm doing my best to cover it up with my hood and my cap. Keep things as tight-knit as I can. So we get our final throw down to second base from Briley Kaiser. As here's Aubrey Clot, multi-year starter behind the plate, leadoff this season, doing the catching. Watching her warm up during ins and outs, you realize she's got one of the better arms in Wisconsin from behind the plate. She's throwing absolute darts to the bases.
For Everest, catcher number 5, Aubrey Clot.
First pitch, 7:07 Central Time. Here from Athletic Park. As Tim misses for ball one.
First pitch, 7:07, 52 degrees.
It's 52 degrees the official temperature. It dropped quite a bit the past 10-15 minutes. That one fouled straight back to the press box. And a roll back maybe back over toward the street. 1-1 on clock. Marzolin Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, they guarantee quality you can trust, as that one is chopped foul toward third. 1-2 the count on Clot. As Tim with her purple glove spins and delivers. And that one missing a touch low. 2-2. The DC Everest catcher. Even got the video board up down the right field line. That one fouled away and she stays alive. Game ball rolled in. The 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, of base hit. Lead off base hit for Clot. We'll bring up the center fielder, Allison Blarick. Right-handed hitter with Clot on first. She squares, takes high, ball one. Leadoff single. For Clot. She bunts and bunts it foul. Leaving things up, a ball and a strike. Corners starting to creep in. Stoffel and Verhasselt as she squares again and takes high. Throw back behind her and Clot's back in there. As Peyton Jersey was covering. Two balls and a strike on Blarick. She squares again. This time she gets it down. Only play is at first. It's in time. No one covering third. The throw will be late, and Clot goes first to third on the sacrifice.
Third baseman number 14, Mara Meverden.
And they'll bring up Mara Meverden. The chance, the infield creeping in. First one is in for a called strike. Meverden's had some huge moments in her career. Chance to strike first here at Athletic Park. And she will do that. Fly ball into left. It's dropped by bars in left. It'll be an E7 that'll bring a run in. And then the throw gets away. Back-to-back E7s, and Meverden's into second. No RBI. As that'll bring up Schultz. Piper Schultz at first base today. And she'll take a strike.
First baseman, Piper Schultz.
So two errors, a fielding error and a throwing error by Bars and left. That one into the turf, 1-1. Go down as an unearned run for Tim. I don't know if she was going to tag from third on the play. Probably, but you can't assume. It's 2-1 on Scholes. Marzella Culligan Water, specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan. It's going to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service, convenient delivery options. That's a fly ball into left center. Henrik will chase it down, make the catch for out number 2. Meveren has to retreat. So 2 outs now. That'll bring up the second baseman, Madeline Hoppy. Hoppy, right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. As that's up for ball 1. The run is in on 1 hit, 2 errors. Meveren still standing at second. That one's top of the zone. Strike 1 called. 1-1 on Hoppy. Right on deck, hoping for a chance. Got some fans still filing in. Plenty of purple, plenty of green. That one popped up, foul ground. Stoffel will give a look. It'll slice out a play. And roll to the concourse. 1-2 on Hoppy. Maddie Hoppy. Swings and misses. Chased a riser for strike 3, and the inning is over. Evergreens do strike for a run on 1 hit with 2 errors and a runner left. After 1/2 inning, it is DC Everest 1. We'll get our first look at the Mosinee offense coming up on Zaleski Sports.
Littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Bottom half of the first, Hahn getting her warm-ups in. Defense behind her is going to look as follows. Kittle in left, Blarick in center, Shimolevsky's over in right. Meveren for another year is at third base up the middle right, and Hoppy Schultz over at first. Klott doing the catching. For DC Everest, Taylor Jerschley will step in to lead things off. So Taylor Jerschley steps in and takes ball 1. Jerschley homered, I think, at least once in that Medford game, and she'll take one down low. He's starting shortstop today. Hahn, a right-hander, wheels and delivers. That one will miss down and in. It's 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and Taylor Jerschley will take a strike. 3-1. The Mosinee shortstop. Creeping up on the plate, toes just off that inside line, and she'll take ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk. So leadoff base runner for Peyton Jerschley.
Number 22, Peyton Jerschley.
Jerschley, the first game we did for Mosinee this year, walk-off winners in 8 innings. She had the walk-off against Kaukauna. She'll square to bunt. Jerschley on the run. Klott's throw is there, and she's out. I said watching during warm-ups, Aubrey Klotz got a cannon behind the play, and that was in plenty of time to get Taylor Jerschley. 1-0 the count on Peyton Jerschley. She'll swing away and take a strike. 1-1 the count. That bouncing in there, goes to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. Marzrell Stevens Point Orthopedics is proudly continuing to offer complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment this summer. Again, 715-344-0701. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Jerschley. Eddie Henrik standing on deck. Ground ball pulled foul past third. Just wide of Coach Britsky. The third base coaching box. So the leadoff walk was erased on the caught stealing. Ground ball once again pulled foul past third. Evergreens looking for their 10th win of the season. Already 16 games played for them. Speed number 15 for Mosinee. They're 12-2. Just once in the state of Wisconsin have they fallen. That one down low. Try to get that chase down and in. And the count goes full on Peyton Jerschley. Ground ball to third. Couple hops from Everton. Throws in time, and that's out number 2. 5-3. We'll bring up the center fielder, Addie Henrik. Another one of this group of power hitters that Mosinee's got. Wind not as strong as it was a few minutes ago, still enough that it can cause maybe some issues for a fly ball, but with how it is right now, there's still a shot for some of these hitters to get one out of this over the fences here. And Henrik, one of them, as she'll take a big cut and foul it away, third base side, ball and a strike. Hahn working. Popped her up on the infield, slicing into fair territory, and Schultz is there to make the catch. Mosinee goes 1-2-3 in the first, and after one complete, it is 1-0 DC Everest as you're watching some non-conference softball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfein Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
We go to the top half of inning number 2. It'll be Kylan Wright to lead things off, then Ava Hahn and Allison Pollock. Against Tim, 6, 7, and 8 in the Evergreen batting order. As the first one is swung on and missed, chasing up and away is Wright. Leadoff single from Klott, the lone run of the game. She scored on an error. As Wright fouls it straight back, and it's quickly 0-2. As the wind whipping around. Hopefully, again, when the sun goes down, it'll Slow down a little bit. That one just a touch low, 1-2. Rizzo Nicolay Bank offering personal banking at its best. Location, Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Mary. You can learn more, nicolaybank.com. The 1-2 is lined up the middle, a base hit for right. Second straight inning that the Evergreens start with a base hit.
Pitcher number 9, Eva Hahn.
So that'll bring up Ava Hahn, the pitcher. Verhassel and Stoffel both playing in front of the bags at first and third. Hahn way in front. She squares and bunts through it. Throw back behind the runner. And Jersh is able to get there to prevent it from going down the right field line. She offered and missed. Maybe got a piece of it. It's 0-1 for Hahn. This time she gets it down. It's a good one. Only plays at first. Stoffel makes a play. They throw back behind the runner, and she's back in there. Sacrifice successful. 3-4 on the out. And that'll bring up your designated player, Allison Pollock.
Designated player number 3, Allison Pollock.
And it's 1-0 on Pollock. That one up 2-0. That one pops straight back and past us and ends up in the road. Two balls and a strike on Pollock. Runner on second, one down. That's in there. It's a called strike, 2-2. And right the runner at second. Just say that one missed. It's 3-1. Thought it was a called strike. Swing and a miss. And it was 2-2, so that is a strikeout. So 2 down for the right fielder, Ilsa Shimolevsky. So Ilsa Shimolevsky in right, hitting it in the 9 spot. And the first one will miss for ball 1. Top of the order due up next with Klott. Shimolevsky looking to play some spoiler here for Everest against Mosinee's pitching to try and get things back to the top of the order with a run producing situation. 1-1 as that's fouled back. Maryland Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. It's going to find an agent near you. Again, mutualofwausau.com. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Ilsa Shimolevsky. Tim looking for her third strikeout. Giving up a couple of hits. 1 run unearned. That one bounces away. Runner's going to try and go to third. The throw from Kaiser is wide. Gets by Verhassel, but no advance. It'll be a wild pitch. And right over to third. 2-2. That one down as well, and it's in the turf. And the count goes full, 3-2 on Shimolevsky. The 3-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and the inning is over. Evergreens get a hit, but they strand her over at third after an inning and a half. It is 1-0 DC Everest on Zaleski Sports.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
It's easy.
come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
As we move to the bottom of the second, it'll be Troy for Hasselt and Kaiser, 4, 5, and 6 for Mosinee against Hahn, who went 1, 2, 3. Did give up a walk, but Jersey was caught stealing, and there's a drive into center. But the wind carrying it way back in, and a long run in, and not able to make the play in center is Blarick, and she's aboard. Troy will reach. We'll see how that's really going to be rolled in E8. And now that was a wind ball. I mean, that thing took a sharp turn back to the infield. As here comes Emily Verhasselt. And it's 0-1. Leadoff base runner for Mosinee on the E8. Definitely weather aided. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Remember, in the Shawano game, Verhasselt made a return from injury. Pinch hit, ripped a double, first pitch she saw, and got the dugout going. Glad to have her back, as that's down and in, ball 1. One and 2. That one gets away and away from Claughton. On her way to second is Troy, a big turn, and she will stop there. Wild pitch has a tying run at second with nobody out. 2 and 2 on Verhasselt. Chopper to short. Right, throws in time, taking third on the play is Troy. So some heads-up base running there from Troy, and they'll bring up Briley Kaiser, the catcher, hitting sixth. Tying run over at third. Corner, Meverton playing in at third, Schultz playing in at first. That's down and in for ball 1. Stoffel stands on deck. Kaiser squares, takes one high for ball 2. The 2-0 corner staying in. That's in there for a called strike, 2 and 1. She bunts, she gets it down. The squeeze is on. The throw is going to be late, and everybody's safe. The throw gets away and advancing to first is Kaiser. We're tied. They're going to give that one a base hit. And an RBI. Schultz just thought about first and thought about going home, and then eventually the throw was late. As that'll bring up Stoffel, who takes ball one. So a bunt single for Kaiser ties this game. She'll get an RBI. That'll be an unearned run as Stoffel fouls that one off her back foot. So neither of the two runs in this game are earned. As that one up and away, 2 balls and a strike on Payson Stoffel. Tim standing on deck. The 2-1 is down and in, 3-1. Stoffel appears now to be one of the players who's now seized a spot on this varsity roster. She's also on the JV roster as well, but she's been designated a player for the last week or so. She's coming in pitched as she'll take a called strike and the count will go full. She threw the final inning in that game against Shawano. Showed some potential, brings big time velocity. And she'll take ball 4 and draw the walk. So 2 on, 1 out for Tim. So Allison Tim will hit. Open stance, left-handed hitter, and she'll take a called strike. And it's 0-1. As well for 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. That one up, and it's a ball and a strike. Again, good crowd here. A lot of long sleeves. Couple people walking around in shorts. So that one outside. It's 2-1. Some of the local news crews here in short sleeves. Full dugouts as that one outside. It's 3-1 on Tim. We're going to see my share of blankets around. Plenty of green, plenty of purple. Taking all the way. And it's full, 3-2. And Allison Tim had a big hit in that Kaukauna game. Slice one down the left field line, but she swings and comes up empty. It's a big strikeout for Hahn, her first. That's out number 2. So 2 down for Hannah Bars. Number 9 hitter in left field. And she'll take strike 1. A run is in on 1 hit, an error. 2 runners currently aboard. Both runs in this game, 1 for each team, have been unearned. There's been 3 combined errors, all of them in the outfield. Throw back to first! And she's just back in. They threw behind the second runner. That was Stoffel over at first, and she just got a hand back in. That was very close, and much closer than cover for probably the Mosinee coaching staff. But on the play, going to third, was Kaiser as Bars fouls that one away. Ball and 2 strikes on Bars. That one slice, and that one's going to be foul. And I made this joke, I think in the Shawano game, it was like Rory's tee shot on 18 at the Masters, sliced into the trees. Still 1-2 on Bars. Hahn. There's a line drive into right center. That'll bring in at least one run. That might bring in two. They're going to send the windmill on for Stoffel. Throw to the plates in time. She's out there. But the run, Kaiser's run counts. 9-3-2, the out at third. It'll be an RBI single for Bars, another unearned run. Mosinee will take a 2-1 lead after two. They get 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, and a runner left. 2-1 Mosinee after 2 on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
As we move to the third, Mosinee takes a 2-1 lead on a couple of hits. RBIs from Briley Kaiser and Hannah Bars. As it'll be the top of the order for Everest, Klott, Blarick, and Meverden. Klott singled and scored back in the first. Each team with 2 hits. And the first one is in on Klott for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Resolute Mosinee Family Chiropractics, providing personalized care to improve your well-being and quality of life. To schedule an appointment, call 715-693-4144. Again, 715-693-4144. 1-1 on Klott. Swing and a miss. Now riser up above the letters. Driving to right center and deep. Troy going back. That's going to be off the wall. Extra bases for Klott. She'll stop at second with a leadoff double. So Klott 2 for 2. As Allison Blarick, who dropped down a sacrifice to third base her last time, and that allowed Klott to go first to third. For Hassel creeping in like she might stride, and she does square, and she'll take one up for ball 1. Corners crashing in. The middle infielders, the Jershleys, will go to the corners. Not worried about any sort of secondary advance from Klott. Just 1 ball and no strikes. And she squares again, takes one high for ball 2. Tying run at second in the form of Klott. She squares, gets it down to third. It's a fair ball. Only play is first. The sacrifice works to perfection. 5-4. Those of you keeping track at home. Out number 1. Tying run at third for Meverden. She reached on an error. Took second on a second error. That drove in the lone run of the game. There was no RBI on the play. It's a dropped fly ball and left. the tying run at third now here in the top of the third. Is that one just missing for ball one? Infield is in for Mosinee. That's in there, 1-1. Merton's been a fixture in the 3 spot in the batting order. Over at third base. And one of the better defensive plays I saw last season is that one bouncing in and blocked by Kaiser behind the plate. The game against Spash over in at DC Everest, she almost went crashing into the fence. A pop-up made an awesome play. A game that they would win 1-0 in about 55 minutes, win all 7 innings. It was a pitcher's duel. It is 3-1 now. I'm glad to wrap up your Monday. Got plenty of games on the network today. Yes, Meverin takes strike 2. Again, stay tuned to by the end of the night when I get back home. We'll get all the latest scores and standings up to date at ZaleskiSports.com, factoring in the games for today. That one popped up, slicing to right, long run. Jersley's going to get there. Again, you could just see the wind take that ball. As Piper Schultz will come to the plate. She flew out to center back in the first. Klopp, the runner at third. And went outside, ball 1. On Schultz. Swing and a miss. Left on left, the matchup. Tim, the left-hander. Good to know as well, though, for Mosinee, when you see have Tim and Stoffel can both pitch. You can have a 2-headed monster next season. As there's strike 2 called. Both have, from I've seen, have had their moments to show the potential that is there. Ground ball to second. Peyton Jersley steps and throws in time. And the inning is over. Leadoff double from Klotch. Strands at third. A hit and a runner left after 2.5. Mosinee takes a 2-1 lead on Zaleski Sports.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
It'll be the top of the order for Mosinee here in the bottom of the third. Jersley, and Henrik. Mosinee 2 runs on 2 hits in that second inning. An error to lead things off helped. And it'll be ball 1 on Jersley. Taylor Jersley walked and was caught stealing back in the first. And she'll take ball 2 as well, down and in. It's the only one of 2 walks distributed by Hahn. She does have a strikeout. And she's falling behind Jersley 3-0. Taking all the way. And that's ball 4, 4 straight. And Jersley is aboard. Second walk that she's drawn. Here's Peyton Jersley. She grounded out to third. Back in the first inning, 0 for 1 on the day. She does not run this time, and she is strike 1 on Peyton Jersley. It was first pitch last time that Talon took off, and Klott had her out by plenty at second base. Now here she goes, thrown to second again, but the throw is not handled at short. It's a stolen base. The throw was there in time, but a little bit of a short hop. And right at short, couldn't quite make the clean pick. If she's able to pick it clean, I think they have the out. As that one is turned on, laced, just foul. Down that left field line. She would have had at least 3 if that's a fair ball, maybe an inside the Parker. And it's 1-2 on Jersley. There's a drive into deep left, hooking foul. Wind blowing in. She says she doesn't feel any wind. That ball was crushed, but foul. Up and away. That was a purpose from Hahn. She was not going to throw one near the strike zone. Maybe now and try and sequence something here off of that. 2-2. Same pitch, same result, 3-2. Rolled foul. Rental at All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee is bringing you a great blend of experience and knowledge with local realtors who support the community, schools, and programs for buying, selling, renting, or commercial. Let All Roads Real Estate lead you home. There's a drive into the left coming in fast. The call and the catch is made and left. That ball stung out to the left, but Kittle is there for out number 1. Jershing had probably the 3 hardest hit balls of the night, but 2 of them were foul and the third one was caught. So here's Henrik. She popped up to first, back in the first. And she'll take strike 1. Talon Jersley still over at second. That'll be up 1-1. That one up 2-1. There's a drive into deep right center. Looking up, turning, see you later. Henrik with a 2-run homer. And the Mosinee center fielder goes big fly to make it 4-1. Most days, that's an absolute no-doubter. But with the wind blowing in, there was a chance it was going to be coming back toward the fence. Blair gave it a look, but couldn't quite as it carried out of here. Now here's Troy. She reached on an error and scored back in the second. And she'll slice one foul and out of play off the netting, right field side. (4-1) Mosinee on 3 hits. And they've been all in different ways. A bunt single, your typical single up the middle, and then a 2-run homer. That'll bounce in there, 1-1 on Troy. There's over our friends over at Charlie's Hardware. From home projects, home repair to sporting goods, rental services, and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you've got work to do. 2-1 on Megan Troy in right field today. Chopper to third. Meverden is there, off balance, throw in time. Dug out by Schultz at first, and that's out number 2. So 2 down, now 4 for Hasselt. And Weaver Hassel grounded out to short back in the second. And she hits a fly ball into left, coming in, still coming in, and then it's dropped in left by Kittle. Verhassel will take second on what will be an E7. And again, not saying these are routine, but we get a pinch runner, I think, for Verhasselt. No, not yet. Coach Britsky is talking with our home plate umpire. I think maybe she's trying to lobby a say and run. But I was about to say, defensively, it's been an adventure with the wind blowing in as it has. We've seen fly balls more than almost every day that I broadcast in a while are almost a coin flip. If we get into that, and get into the jet stream, it's going to be carrying back toward the infield hard. Kaiser had a bunt single and an RBI back in the second. And she'll take strike 1. So a 2-out E7 has Verhasselt over at second. Swing and a miss, nothing in 2. Got her. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Tag applied. And the inning is over. Mosinee does get a couple of runs on the 2-run homer from Addie Henrik to right center. And after 3 complete, they lead it 4-1 on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
On a chilly, windy Monday night. Here on Zaleski Sports, Mike Wendland here, glad to be with you guys, broadcasting live from Athletic Park in Wausau. Good showcase for these teams playing on this field, this beautiful turf. Good to see some Northwoods League softball coming as well. Good to have that here in mid-Wisconsin. Madeline Hoppy, Maddie Hoppy will lead things off for DC Everest. Hoppy, you're right, and Hahn 5, 6, and 7 against Tim. And she turns and hits a high drive to left, but the wind will keep it in. Bars will make the catch out there for out number 1. Been off the bat. You get just the thought maybe, but it was too high, and the wind kept it in the ballpark. And Hahn was there. As Kylan Wright fouls it straight back, 0-1. Just over 50 minutes into this game, we play in the top of the 4th, 4-1. Mosinee, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for DC Everest. 4 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Mosinee, as it's 0-2 on Wright. The big swings that Henrik 2-run homer, Bars with the RBI single back in the 2nd. That one outside, she did not go, and it's 1-2. The 1-2, low, 2-2. Tim struck out 3. She's given up just 3 hits. The 1 run, it was unearned. That one fouled away. For Mosinee, among their 4 runs, 2 of them are earned. The 2 brought in by the Henrik homer are both earned runs. 2-2 on Wright. And she's worked it back full. 3-2 is that one bouncing in there. And she's going to draw the walk, so she fell behind 0-2 and works it back to get a free pass. So that'll bring up Hahn. First walk given up by Allison Tim. Hahn had dropped down a sacrifice her first time. As the first one is in for a called strike. Reminds all from residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. That's NEWTONELEC.com. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Ava Hahn. And she's going to foul that one away right field side. We'll try it again. Good to see as well again. Good crowd. So in the press box, some of the Woodchucks staff running the scoreboard and the video screen on the right field side. 0-2 as Hahn fights it off. And Hook, look out. Hit the railing of the 2nd level. Landed in the fancy seats. The 0-2. That one bouncing in there and blocked by Kaiser. 1-2 on Ava Hahn. Popped it up. That ball is dancing on the infield. Verhassel trying to find it. It's going to drop and land foul. That's a break for Mosinee. Verhassel never touched it. It landed fair, then kicked foul. And I know you won't be able to see it on screen, but take my word for it. You see that go up in the air here, and you see it almost like a knuckleball just dancing into the wind. And there's a drive into center. Henrik is there. She'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down for Allison Pollock.
Designated player number 3, Allison Pollock.
Result to save up to $180 on new tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service now through June on 4 Goodyear tires. Location, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau, and Marshall. That's a ball that's dropped in there. It'll be a double. A bloop double for Pollock. Again, wind blowing that one in hard. Bars putting on the jets to try and get there. Couldn't do it. So Elsa Shimolevsky with a chance with 2 runs in scoring position. Runners at second and third. Shimolevsky was called out on strikes back in the second inning. At the top of the order due up next with Klott. And that'll draw a visit into the circle. So Coach Britsky heading out there, and I see some stirring in the dugout, very quick meeting. And it looks like Ava Bussey is going to head to the bullpen and start throwing. And she's heading out there with some urgency. Head behind the right field fence. Another trainer running off. So maybe there's concern about maybe something was not right with Tim. That one is fouled away, third base side. It's 1-1 on Elsa Shimolevsky. So again, Ava Bussey starting to throw behind that right field fence. Wouldn't that be the ace in the hole for Mosinee to bring in your ace, try and close things out for multiple innings. That one rolled foul toward first, and it's 1-2. So we'll keep an eye on things here for Mosinee. Ball and 2 strikes on Shimolevsky. Again, she was called out on strikes on a full count pitch back in the second. And that one hit her right in the back leg, and the bases are loaded. So a 2-strike pitch. Hits her. Now here's Klott. She's 2 for 2, a single and a double. Tying run is on base. She would represent the go-ahead run here in the top of the 4th. And that's on the inside corner for strike 1. Tim trying to work out some trouble. A walk, a bloop, double with 2 outs, and then a hit batter hitting the 9-hitter. Giving Klott a chance. She had a fly ball into shallow center, long run in. Who wants it? A sliding attempt, and that's down. 2 runs are in. Jersley pulled off at the last second Henrik came in, a sliding attempt. And that'll be a 2-run single.
Center fielder number 4, Allison Blarick.
For Klott. Now on the play, Shimoleski goes to third. (4-3) now your score. Tying run is at third. And that's going to be a fair ball to left. We're tied. Klott will go to third and into second. Is Blarick. An RBI double. All of this done with 2 outs. And that'll be the final batter that Tim faces tonight. Ava Bussey is coming in. We'll keep things here in the 4th. As Mosinee's going to turn it over to their ace. She'll take the circle and face Mara Meverden. 3 runs in, all with 2 outs. It started with the bloop double from Polak to left. Shimoleski was hit by a 2-strike pitch. And then a bloop. Again, the wind bringing that ball back in toward the infield. Henrik, a sliding attempt, couldn't quite hang on off the heel of the glove. And then Blarick ripped it down the line and left to tie things up. 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs, 3 runs in for Mara Meverden. Meverden 0 for 2, reaching an error back in the 1st, popped up to 2nd, back in the 3rd.
Now pitching for Mosinee, number 18, Ava Bussey.
As that one gets away, and the wild pitch gives Everest the lead. As Klott comes in to score.
Now batting number 14, Mara Meverden.
A 4-run inning, all with 2 outs. And that one fouled in out of the mid-Kaiser. One and one. That one popped back out off the top of the netting. Kaiser makes the play off the net, but it doesn't count. It's 1 and 2. Blarick over at third. She had the big RBI double. And Klott having a huge day. 3 for 3. She scored twice. She's driven in a pair from that leadoff spot. Also has thrown out a runner from behind the plate. As Meverden slices that one foul. And another one fouled back. And 4 runs on 3 hits in the inning, a walk and a hit batter. And everything done with 2 outs. Started by Polak. The bottom of the order, clutch for DC Everest. Popped it up, ball is slicing in foul ground. Does Kaiser have a play? She does. And the inning is over. But the Evergreens strike for 4 runs, all of them charged to Tim. And we're halfway through after 3.5. It's now 5-4 Evergreens on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options.
including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
So we head to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Stoffel. Should be Stoffel, Bussey, and Bars. Stoffel drew a walk her first time. And she'll swing away and foul it back. Hahn back out there to work. And she's up 0-2 on Stoffel. Across 1 quarter through this 8 o'clock hour. That's up and away, 1-2 on Stoffel. Also, just like these players bring their best to the field, Rich Top Exteriors bringing top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Rich Top Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit RichTopExteriors.com and score big, trusted, local, and affordable service. Count goes full on Stoffel, 3-2. Little flare into right, slicing and dropping a base hit. Again, that ball took a sharp right turn. As Ava Bussey will get her first at bat of the night. In for Tim. She squares to bunt and gets it foul. 0-1. Bussey coming in relief, got Meverton. Did uncork a wild pitch that allowed the go-ahead run to score. She squares and fouls it away. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Ground ball off of Hahn, off her shin. They make the play for out number 1 on the play. Stoffel advanced to second. As the shin of Ava Hahn prevented a base hit. Umpire going out there and talking with her, making sure she's all right, that there's no injury. There is no trainer out there, so that seems to bode well. And it looks like she's good to go to continue. 1 out, tying run at second now for Hannah Bars, who singled home a run back in the second. Stoffel was thrown out at the plate. That ended the inning, but that did bring in Kaiser on her base hit to right center. And she takes strike 1. Up and away, 1-1. Result from our friends at Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, full-time benefits. That starts day 1. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Again, foundationfinance.com. That one slice foul, almost got a piece of Jerschley in the on-deck circle. And that's 1-2. And Hannah Bars kind of sees the everyday left field job. Going back, she started the Kaukauna game. She's been left field every game I've done so far. Had a rough start to this one, had 2 errors on the same play. As that'll bounce down and gets away. Stoffel's going to get a lead, and she'll get to third. So Stoffel got their secondary jump on the release, and it kicked away from Clot, and she'll advance. Tying run. And it's full on Hannah Bars. And that gets away. She's going to draw the walk, and Stoffel's going to score. And that one bounced in there, right off the top of the mask. Of Clot. And now here's Taylor Jershey, who's walked twice. Also stolen a base and scored a run. That one down and in, ball 1. I think Jershey has seen exactly 1 strike tonight. She was thrown out back in the first, stole a base back in the third. And she's up in the count, 2-0. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's 3-0. Taking all the way, and she takes strike 1. Now you gotta think green light will be on. Ground ball to short, 6. And the throw is away into right. And they'll be at the corners. Be a fielder's choice and an error. It'll be an E6. So they're at the corners for Peyton Jershey. She had an adventurous at bat her last time, a couple of hard hit foul balls, and then she had a rocket to left that was caught. And now she rips one to left, a base hit. That'll bring in a run. Mosinee's back on top. Jershey goes first to third. Peyton goes to second. An RBI single. And she takes second on the throw. They're at second and third for Henrik, who hit a 2-run homer her last time up. Still just 1 out, and that's up and away, ball 1. Down and in, 2-0. Might as well to get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations, Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more, expresspros.com. Again, that is expresspros.com. The 2-0-1 Henrik is up, and it's 3-0. Being very careful with Addie. And she hit one out to right center last time. 2 runs each in the second, third, and fourth for Mosinee. And she'll take a walk, and they're loaded for Troy. Coach Schofer out there talking to her infield, just settling things down. Very pointed discussion. There's Jershey hit into what a lot of times would be a routine double play ball, and Hoppy got there late at second, thrown into right field. That got Bars to third. And then Peyton Jersey came through with the RBI. Troy 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored back in the second. As the winds continue to gust here in Wausau at Athletic Park. So Troy with a big chance here. Infield coming in for DC Everest. There's a little flare. That's going to drop a base hit into center. One Jerschley is in. Here comes the second one. She dives in there safely. And 2 runs have scored.
Third baseman, Emily Verhagen.
Be a 2-run single. And she took second on the throw. Henrik to third. Here's Verhasselt, who's 0 for 2. A ground out, and she reached on an error. It's 2-0. 8th hitter of the inning. 4 runs in for Mosinee. Taking all the way, and Verhasselt's going to take a strike. Might as well, not too hot, not too cold. Turn to Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter for all of your AC and heating needs. Commercial or residential, new units or repair. Call Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter. That one down and in. It's 3-1. And so glad to have you wherever you may be tonight as we near the bottom of this 8 o'clock hour. Lower 50s night as Verhasselt draws the walk, and they're loaded once again. So it'll be Briley Kaiser. I think now we might see a runner. For Verhasselt.
Pitch running at first for Mosinee, number 31, Autumn Sawitsky.
Autumn Sawitsky will run. For Verhasselt is Mosinee already got 4 runs in, still just want to looking to put up a big number here. This is the scenario we saw a week ago when they played Shawano. Shawano had the bases loaded in the first, could not score. And then Mosinee came out and put up 13 in the bottom of the first. Once again, infield in. Kaiser 1 for 2, had a bunt single in the second, drove in a run. Struck out back in the third as she takes ball 1 up. Eight runs on 6 hits. There's been 3 Everest errors in the game. That's a bunt. The suicide squeeze is on. The throw to first is in time. So an RBI on the sacrifice makes it a 5-run inning. As that was, obviously the force play was on, but a great jump at third by Henrik. There was no chance. So here's Stoffel, who led this inning off with a single. Now she'll take ball 1.
First baseman, Payson Stoffel.
A 5-run fourth. As that one is fouled away off the shin guards of Klott. 1-1. Mosinee's batted around. That one way up and away, coming in to score is Troy. Another unearned run is that one pulled into left field, a base hit for Stoffel. She's 2 for 2 in the inning, and this one will bring in a run. Sawicki in to score. As here's Bussey now. She'll hit for the second time this inning.
Pitcher number 18, Ava Bussey.
With Coolio playing over the PA for her. Some Gangsta's Paradise. 1-0 on Bussey. She grounded out earlier this inning. Hit a comebacker right into the legs of Hahn. That one sliced foul, third base side. She hit a one-hopper right into the right shin of Hahn. Seven runs here in the fourth. Strike two. Stoffel at first, she's 2 for 2 in this inning. That one up and away from Claude, a wild pitch. Stoffel to second. Count goes full, 3-2. And thank you for joining us wherever you are. Hope where you are, it's warm. And a swing and a miss. Bussey strikes out, but the damage is done by Mosinee. They get 7. 4 hits, an error, and 1 left. 4 complete, 11-5. Mosinee now the score on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Four, 5, and 6 for DC Everest. Schultz, Hoppy, and Wright to hit against Ava Bussey, who's now got a 6-run lead. And my name is Mike Wentland. Glad to be with you guys tonight here from Wausau. Always cool to have games here at Athletic Park. There's a big swing and a miss for Schultz. Piper 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. A couple of years we've had baseball. Mosinee played a lot of their senior night baseball games here. Edgar has played a couple of times here against them. There's a flare foul and into the upper deck here to my left, and it's 0-2. Seeing a few baseballs disappear into the night sky here on our airwaves. Seen one softball do the same tonight. And a swing and a miss. 3 straight. And Schultz is out number 1. So one down for Hamadi Hoppy.
Second baseman number 27, Maddie Hoppy.
Hoppy 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. As Bussey misses high for ball 1. Bussey looking to put up a 0 here, and then Mosinee going to look to try and get back in there and maybe try and get 4 runs and end this. It's 2-0 though on Hoppy. Bussey came in, did allow an inherited runner to score on the wild pitch. Then she got Meverton to pop up and foul ground and struck out Schultz. That one popped up, and that's going to be into the seats, third base side. It'll be 2-1 on Hoppy. And bottom of this 8 o'clock hour. That one's popped up just outside the infield turf. And Jerschley is there to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down for Wright, who is singled and walked. And this one right now, 55 degrees wind chill to 47. As Wright comes up empty with a big swing. One and one. Strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 fifth for Bussey. It'll be Bars, Jerschley, and Jerschley in the bottom half of inning number 5. Mosinee looking for another big inning as you are watching non-conference softball on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
So we go to the bottom half of the 5th. Mosinee went to their ace in relief, and now DC Everest is going to send Piper Scholes into the circle. She'll face Bars, Jerschley, and Jerschley. You're in the 5th. Six earned runs by Hahn. She goes to first. As Bars will take a strike. Bars a single and a walk in the game. This 1-1. And Mosinee left fielder. So Schultz into the circle. She's got the windbreaker on, so you can't see the number. Doesn't wear it hitting. That's going to be a chopper. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be a hit. If you're watching that as a Brewers fan, that's some Murph ball. Swinging bunt. And Barnes is aboard for the third time. Here's Jershely. She's walked twice, grounded into a fielder's choice, and scored twice. She's 0 for 1 officially. She'll take one down low for ball 1. If everyone reaches, Henrik would represent the game-ending run. Schultz, though, trying to make sure that does not happen. Outside, it's 2-0. And only getting colder here in Wausau. Upper 40s right now. 11-5 Mosinee. That's 7-run fourth. There were 11 total runs in that fourth inning. It's 3-0 on Taylon Jershely. And she'll take a 4-pitch walk, her third walk of the game.
Second baseman number 22, Peyton Jershely.
As here's Peyton Jershely. She's 1 for 3, an RBI single back in that fourth inning. You can hear Mara Meverton trying to fire up Piper Schultz as she misses outside for ball 2. Three and 0. So a swinging bunt and then 7 straight out of the zone for Piper Schultz. And that'll miss low, ball 4. The bases are loaded for Addie Henrik.
Center fielder number 34, Addison Henrik.
Danger time for DC Everest. Henrik has already homered once tonight. And she'll take ball 1. That's 9 straight out of the zone by Schultz. That one in there evens things up 1-1. Henrik 1 for 2. She's walked, hit a 2-run homer, and popped up. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1, that one low. First 3 have reached an infield single and back-to-back walks. And Henrik will take strike 2 on the outside corner. The count goes full. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit to center. 1 run is in. Here comes Jershely around third. The throw is cut off. She scores. It is a 2-run single. And a 4 RBI day for Addie Henrik.
Third baseman number 23, Megan Troy.
So here's Troy, who is 1 for 3. She's got a couple of RBIs. Still nobody out. Henrik runs, throw down to second. They're going to try and get her into a pickle, and the throw gets cut off in front of the bag, and Henrik takes second. Be a stolen base. Now the game-ending run is at second. Base hit should do it. That one's rolled foul. Coach Jersey in the first plays it on a hop. 0-2 on Troy. And a swing and a miss. So Schultz gets the first out. And Sawitsky is going to hit. That's ball one. So Adam Sawitsky entered the game for Hasselt. She's going to stay in and hit. That one just missing. Wasn't off by much. It's 2-0 on Sawitsky. That's right on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Mosinee looking for that one final hit. Check swing, grounder to first. And foul. 2-2. Mosinee looking for that one big swing to send the purple-clad fan base home happy with win number 13. That one a little flare to second. Hoppy ranging over, makes the catch. So 2 down for Kaiser. Kaiser is 1 for 2, driven a couple of runs, had a squeeze, a sacrifice on a squeeze bunt back in that 4th. She'll take one outside, ball 1. Stoffel waiting on deck. That one up. Two and nothing. Ground ball up the middle of base, hit to center. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. The throw is late, and it is over. Briley Kaiser walks it off. And in 5 innings, her 4th RBI ends the ball game. 15-5, your final. Mosinee will go to 13-2 on the season. We'll stay tuned. We'll have your Merrill Steel post-game show to wrap things up here on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
The Merrill Steel post-game show is here on Zaleski Sports. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Mosinee takes it in 5. They score 11 runs in the final 2 innings to take this one and move to 13. And to Ava Bussey coming out of the bullpen gets the win. She faced 4 hitters and struck out 2 of them in relief. The loss will go to Ava Hahn for the Evergreens. Stars of the game, Audrey Klott, 3 for 3. She drove in 2, scored twice for the Evergreens. She was spectacular. Also threw out Taylor Jershey, which is no small feat as well, trying to steal back in the first. For Mosinee, there's a lot to choose from. 4 RBI nights each for Addie Henrik and Briley Kaiser. Payson Stoffel had 2 hits, drove in a run, was on base 3 times. Taylor Jershey scored 3 runs. She was on base 4 times. Peyton Jershey scored 2 runs. Henrik scored 3. Troy scored a couple and drove in 2 as well, as Mosinee picks up the win. Again, your final score, 15-5. This will wrap up your Merrill Steel post-game show. My name is Mike Wellen. Thank you for joining us all and wrapping up this Monday night, the May the 4th, on Zaleski Sports. Stay tuned. Plenty of games coming your way the rest of the week, including some Mosinee baseball, I think, coming up later this week as well. From all of us here at Zaleski Sports, this has been your Merrill Steel post-game show. One more time, your final score. Mosinee 15, DC Everest 5. From all of us here, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll talk to you next time, and good night.